Yo, come on, give me one catch, man. Give me one catch. Just relax a little bit. Relax, relax. $5? I'll give you $5. $5. $5. Alright, I'm super late for my philosophy class. We gotta get ready real fast. Alright, let's get a move on it. So I recently got into it with one of my professors in a class, and it got a little bit heated, and I don't really know what happened. Let me explain real fast. Alright, so I guess this whole incident started Friday morning for my philosophy discussion class. The professor wasn't there, but we have TAs, and she was a graduate. My TA at the time was a graduate student, and she kind of helps facilitate the discussion. But on that particular day, we were talking about regret. We were discussing a paper written by, I want to say Patty McQueen. Anyways, in the paper, she discusses something called the justified decision perspective. That's essentially saying, well, I'm gonna try to draw it out real fast. Someone's skateboarding. Oh my God, it's Jonah. Jonah! And he didn't hear. So, what the justified decision perspective is trying to say is that at time T1 being right now and T0 being the time before that you regret, you cannot rationally regret something at T0 because you don't have enough information to make that decision. So in this beautiful chart we have T0 being the time that you regret, T1 being right now. You regret T0, but you didn't have enough information to make a decision otherwise than the one that you made. But on that day, we were talking about instances where you know you're gonna regret it. So for that case, we were talking about going out on a weekday, going out to party, bars or something. You know that's something you're gonna regret. Now I brought up the question, so you had the information available to you at T0 that you're gonna make a decision that you would regret. So why would you make a decision otherwise? And the TA responded with, I'm not trying to target you, but I don't get why you don't understand this, and went on a little bit of a rant trying to find a reason as to why I can understand this, and then got another student to say, oh, well, I understand it. This pissed me off. That really irked me. Like, for the rest of the class, I was pissed. Another one of the students actually tried to clarify my point of view. He tried to explain it his own way, to which she responded, what? Very sarcastically, and that just made things even worse. That blew me over. So I confronted her. I said, I think it's really disrespectful for you to say, I don't get why you don't understand this. For you to make me feel embarrassed about asking a question, that's just disgusting, and it's your job to help us understand these things. So if I don't understand it and you're making me feel like that at the end of the day, you're failing at your job. Yeah, pretty intense. Anyways, I'm gonna explain exactly what happened afterwards inside. So yeah, I said that and I walked out. There was a lot of things going through my head. Was that a mistake? Would I regret that? Ironically. Keep in mind that this TA actually controls 100% of my grade. Literally every single thing that is graded, 100% of that she will grade, which kind of went through my head after the whole experience. But this is actually the first time I've ever had this experience with a professor or a teacher. I've never been one to challenge the authority figure in the classroom, but in this case, I feel like it was in some ways justified. That doesn't mean that, you know, there were some things that I would change. I have been a TA before, I've done it for another class, and I've learned a lot of things through that class, but that was something that that's something that I never would have done. And I don't think any other TA should ever do, is to even say the phrase, "I don't get why you don't understand this," especially since it's our jobs to help you understand these things. So yeah, that's the story of what happened. It was pretty recent, so I actually haven't seen her since, and I actually don't really know what steps I should take. I don't want to bring the professor in on this. Yeah, I'm kind of at a loss of what to do. So I guess if you have something, comment it down below, because yeah, I just don't really. I've never dealt with this type of situation before. Yeah, it's kind of new to me. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna transition into another problem. It's about this computer on the back. Let me just get it set up real fast. Oh, what the? Oh, that's heavy. Oh, that's heavy. Oh, that's heavy. Okay. All right, so this is my computer. I built this the summer of this year. This case is actually from a computer I built back in middle school, but this is my computer. I don't know if you guys know this, but video editing takes a lot of power. You need to have a beast of a machine to be able to do some of the processes that Adobe Premiere requires. So this is my computer. So the problem that I've been having with this machine recently is that cooling has been nearly non-existent. So the CPU, which is kind of the brain of the machine, has been going to temperatures that are just absolutely insane. So yeah, 90 degrees is something that this should never even get close to. That's near boiling, which is kind of crazy to even think about. So what I did was I bought a water cooler. So what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna put this into this machine, and hopefully I can get back to video editing on this machine, because I really like this computer and I really want it to work. Even though I just broke it, I don't even know how I'm gonna fix that. How do I look? Look good? Look good? Look presentable? Oh, okay. Oh my God. If you can see that right there, hopefully it focuses. But that is not what it's supposed to look like. There's actually a proprietary screwdriver that I don't know where I put, that I need to unscrew everything else with. This could get really hard. So you've probably noticed I've changed. What the plan is now is I'm actually gonna run over to Lacey Hall, which is where my friend and his club, they actually fix a lot of cars and stuff, so I'm hoping they have flyers over there and come back real fast and get this fixed up. But yeah, I'll be back soon. All right, got it. The pliers here. Now we're back in business. All right. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Did I lose a piece? Please, for the love of God, tell me I did not lose a piece. Yo, I got it. Oh. All right, so I have the computer running at what, full speed? All right, so right now it's running at performance. If we try running it at full, all the fans go crazy, and hopefully we'll see a dip. Yeah, that's 19 degrees Celsius right there. I don't know if you can see that. 19, okay, well, you're gonna have to take my word for it. It says 19 degrees, 17 degrees. That means it's working. Yeah. So I just cleaned up everything a little bit, brought it back to the way it was. It's been a long process. It took a lot longer than I thought it was. But I'm gonna take a little break right now, do a little bit of Netflix, and yeah, I actually have a Frisbee game later on today, so we're gonna go to that in like 2 hours. But until then, I will be chilling. See you in 2. Alright, so it's been about 2 hours, and now it's time to go play some Frisbee. I gotta get set up first. Let's go. What the hell? Oh, not you again. You good? You good?
Yeah, you good?
Yeah. Interview time we have featuring Connor Green, the glasses boy.
Yeah, hello.
Not the best game. I think we lost. I think we did lose.
Yeah, we definitely did lose. But
don't tell. They don't know that. They don't know that. So we won. We brought it back. We won 50-2, and it was a close game. We were down 0-2, and then suddenly we came back and won. I think the whole team scored a combined like what 720 points.
719.
719. Okay, we're just kind of stretching it, aren't we?
Yeah.
Well, that's the end of this vlog. I want to thank you for watching. Connor says bye. He's very
See ya.
yeah, and thanks again, I guess. This guy's walking past us. He doesn't know.
Hey guys, Jay Wang here.
See you next
Today I'm gonna
time.
be making another YouTube.